Hi, and welcome back to Dream Cake. It is me, Cake, as always, and we're back with more Deathmark. I feel like we are approaching the end, so we're gonna see how far we can get with this. Um, yeah, things are happening. The creepy music is still here, and we are now searching for a vat behind a wall and some keys. So we'll see what we can find, I guess. And I don't trust anything, especially when the walls leak human hair. Because that's just creepy, combined with this music, and this giant spot of blood on the floor. The dried blood is blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. Yeah, I'd believe that. I'm gonna get very lost down here, because it very much looks like a labyrinth. Oh, okay, ghost door. We go north at the intersection, and an outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that. What? What? Impossible. Is it another ghost thing? Yes. You can't see it? See what? Looks like Hiru can't see the door. Mumble, mumble. That's a spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. Interesting. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. New info is added. Okay, I touched the door, but it just feels like a wall. Seems the door has no substance. Is this a tool? Is just touching it okay? No, have to mumble mumble. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed, so touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I've no choice but to trust the other me. I touch the bells to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise. And it works! Magic door! The next instant, the door physically appears. What? What just happened? What did you do? Magic. It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. It might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. That place is giving me a bad feeling. Alright, so I guess we'll look through them. Safety valve release code is Diamond. Let's go inside. I push open the iron door and we head inside. Oh, wow. What is this place? On the other side of the door is a large empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Oh, something's on the ground. A katana? Got rusted army sword. I take what Hiru picked up and shove it in my backpack, I guess. I shine the flashlight around the area and find so many decapitated Buddhas. Are these heads of Buddha statues? It doesn't seem like they're being stored. Is this some kind of garbage dump? Just then. Huh? A sound echoes off something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with pale light. What was that noise? Let's get out of here for now. I try to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked. What? We've been locked in? Ooh, fun. Oh, God, of course. It's getting some real Indiana Jones stuff. Cutting coldness envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? Hurry, open the door. We'll get hypothermia. Oh boy. I have to remember. What was written in those documents about the disposal vat? All I see in Emery are the Buddha heads. Oh boy. Do I remember enough? Touch the diamond. I mean, it did say diamond is the way out. I touch the diamond Arhat head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. Then the pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction, down into a drain. Whoa! Did we get washed away? Oh no. Okay, when I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. I very nearly breathed a sigh of relief, but then I remembered Hiru. That's right, where's Hiru? No need to be so worried. Ugh! So it's you, it's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. Still looking as homeless as ever. I tried to ask him about Hiru, but, my jaw is nearly locked, my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T Mountain Range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for near an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. Relax, relax, your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to? I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. Well, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything. But I am pretty darn hungry. The man eyes me, his smile sharp. Great. Oh, no, we're taking him to the mansion? He better be a mark bearer. I'm gonna have problems. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... Whew, it's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives, but even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Hiru shudders. We're about to freeze, you know. It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. Suffer. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stop chattering. The man's name is Banshido. That's how he introduced himself, but that obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell like freshly baked bread. It kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments until I realize it's the stench of dried filth. Gross. So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. Oh, my lord. I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. I summarize everything we know about spirits and the mark until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is, huh? He nods vigorously to himself. Do you really understand any of that? Hiru's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter, and you guys are wrapped up in it now. His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge. Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stick my name, Banshido, on it, so you can trust me. But if that's not your real name, does that really amount to much? Alright, there's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've got swept up in it. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, O noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us, how do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You've got to find that. The center. That swirling grudge in the spirit thing. Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse. Something like that should be left within that there swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then. He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries. Then, what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. Ooh, that doesn't bode well for us. Thanks. Appreciate that. Ominous. Oh, that reminds me, Ishiki. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship. I didn't know we were friends. Got an underground shelter key. Alright, we are friends. This is the key for the underground shelter? I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. But I'll lend it to you for now, Ishiki. He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? But I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Damon walks up to us. Hey, you came back safely. Were you able to learn anything? Hiru butts in before I can speak. Wait, just a minute. Don't tell me. You aren't going to believe that old man's story, are you? He's fishy. Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Yoshiki. You believe me, right? Of course. That's my good pal Yoshiki for you. I literally just met you. And this is crazy. Okay, I'm not finishing. Hey now, you feeling okay in the head? Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief, can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something. Woo, I relate. Me too. This is me during work, as soon as I get my lunch break. Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Damon gives me an exasperated look. Yoshiki, it seems you've got another troublemaker on your hands. Yeah, it never ends. Never ends. So much trouble. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. Very nutritious? The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing down like a starving dog. I don't like the chewing in my ear. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner. Excellent. I haven't been this full in forever. Good for you. Right now answer our questions. What were you doing down there? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain and no damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in winter. I don't know how to respond to that. You and Damon seem to be the same. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter, and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. Ooh, that must have been Tsukawa. I nod. That is my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger. Which was a damn walking Buddha statue. I knew I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. Oh boy, he is a mark bearer. Banshee removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the Cannon Soldier, after all. Of course, it's all full circle. The Cannon Soldier? How do you know that name? Some documents I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move his supernatural powers. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spiritual powers making something move? That's insane. It's unscientific. No, Hiryu, calm down. So those documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burnt them for warmth. Oh no, and a delicious roasted potato too. The papers. How could you? Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Damon. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than this strange old man's. It's fine, my noggin works different from most people's. I get it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. Yikes. Major yikes. The Heavenly Buddha Project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war, so they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the Cannon Soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere. That must be H Shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from Tea Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over, but nobody thought anything had actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. At least it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. It went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The blood stains and old corpses in the shelter were probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red bite-like marks on them. Oof. The thing went and wrecked the place. Then it stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. Huh. That's about everything it said. Same. Not quite same. Hugh and Damon are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was the Cannon Soldier. Gah. Gah. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hiru's marks. What if you flip that, though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the cannon soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But with it starting up again, you got them because you're their descendants. If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Yikes. Hiru can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the cannon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? I think it was some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something, and so you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget. Taking his age into account, it's more likely it just completely slipped his mind. It seems we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own, if he can't be of more help. You seem a pro at this, Yoshiki. We'll be relying on you. Of course you will. I don't know spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived. Now that he says it, I guess he's right. Yeah, I'm not normal. I've been hearing a mysterious voice a few times and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter. Unconsciously? It was the past me. So what are you folks going to do now? Good question. We're going to investigate the soldier. We need to do something about that to get rid of your marks. If I'm descended from someone on the project, then mine might disappear too. I guess we're going back in then. Hiru's still kind of sulking, but she's at least recovered from her shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try to run away. Yep, you should find it there. The heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the cannon soldier. That's what my gut's telling me. What are you going to do then? I'm full now, so I was going to go take a nap in that park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. Alright, new info. I'm sticking with the same partner. Unless that backfires on me like it always seems to. But I don't want to deal with anyone else. Because at least I know her. Don't really know the others. What is that, by the way? Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Alright, cool. Glad we observed. Yeah, we're going down. Still not sure how I feel about this. Seems to be locked. Will the key work? It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Okay, I do have the key. Sweet. Then let's go in. Figure things out, hopefully. So there's a lot of mysteries going on. Oh boy. There's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to the neck as if it's taking the place of the missing head. Yes, let me take your talisman head, please. I need the soul power to live, because I am a mess of living. Feel the iron box. And it's a box of heads. I honestly should have guessed this. What are these doing here? The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. And some that don't look like Buddha statues. A real actual head can clearly be seen among them. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. Most likely one of the experiment's victims. Huh, so this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. Take what? I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding, haha. I feel Hiru's gaze on me. New info is added to the spirit file, the box in warehouse number 1. I can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take. Oh, boy. Let's take the woman's head. We're going to take the human head with us. I don't know why. I'm probably wrong. But we're going to start with the human head, because where else do you start? You don't want to carry, like, oh, Lord, you don't want to carry stone heads with you everywhere. Granted, we also are the one that shoved, like, ancient weapons into our backpack like they were nothing, so I don't really have much faith in his I don't want to say intelligence, but I don't know what else to call it, you know? Thick iron door. Open it. Open it. Let's go in. Are we going to find more heads? No. I'm going to get so lost. I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Yeah, keep going. I take one step forward and an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up. I knew this was going to happen, but meh. Live or die. You layabout, what are you doing there? You have time to be loafing around, do you? Recite this basic slogans at once. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland. God, I don't know what these are. 100 million on with luxury is the enemy. Sure. You call yourself a citizen? Oof. I don't know. I don't call myself a citizen, thank you. Once more, declare a resolve to strike back with air raids. We won't lose even if our country's reduced to ashes. Show your determination. God. The land of the gods is undestructible. Okay, that one was right. Heck yeah. I knew one of them, I guess. Our army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade? Of course, blind faith. I hate this option, but I'm going with it anyway. The kamikaze winds blow. You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell. Oof. I love being interrogated by ghosts. That's my favorite. Dried blood. There are numerous footprints in the bloodstain on the floor. Are these human footprints, or... Let's continue to go forward. I don't necessarily know if I trust side doors. I managed to pry it out. The whole corpse looks like it might crumble at any second. Found a worn-out talisman. Heck yes. Recover that soul power that I just lost by answering a question wrong. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing things by not checking the side doors. So I'm actually going to go back real quick because I don't want to miss things. Yeah, I don't... What the... I don't remember there being a skeleton in the first door. Oh, I'm just dumb. Don't worry about it. I hit the wrong button. So, yeah, that's nothing new. You're all used to this by now, me not knowing where I'm going ever. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the left was where that one door was, the mysterious ghost door, maybe. Left again. Is this the ghost door? If this is the ghost door, then I just created so many problems. Alright, nope, we're turning around. I don't trust that I'm not going to get locked in that again. Because knowing me, it is very likely that I will. And this was just empty, I guess? Okay. I don't like noises. Sounds like there's like squelching things going on. And I'm not fond. Blood puddles and death and went in the same way. Oh, this is a different one. There might be records left behind. Let's look. Eesh. Ew, keep that to yourself. It's a rusted filing cabinet. When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Got experiment unit correspondence code. Experimental unit correspondence code. It seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says, Canon, weapons code name, ... Heavenly Buddha, project's code name, ... and you get it. Soul, human heads used as materials, ... It looks like Waban code. It's similar to Morse. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't Yeah, I would have just automatically assumed it was Morse code. It's a cabinet with a glass door. I open it and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun. The notes have deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. 70th, next experiment, Azura statue con. Male body and female head, success. Then, supernatural phenomenon, spirit, frequent, hard, continuing experience. That's all it says. Got research records too, and palm pistol. Notes on the experiments, huh? You'd better give it a read. I just did. Nothing's inside the metal cabinet. Why do you feel the need to groan? Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's necks. Should I try attaching the head? Go for it. Yeah, I don't see any harm in this. I try attaching the human head, but it doesn't fit very well. Huh. Okay, so this human head doesn't belong here. I see. Okay. I wonder what this head goes to then. I mean, clearly it goes to a body, but which one? Because there's a lot of things going wrong here. Like, a lot of things. And I guess we'll check the other way. Okay, which was just this one, so nothing in here. Alright, so then we'll just continue on forward, where we were headed earlier. If I can tell directions. I cannot tell directions. Clearly. This has been pre-established for quite a while. We'll go through this door, and then we'll check the next intersection, and then we'll go through the next door. It's very confusing and convoluted. Oh, Lord. Alright, what's that? Something's written on the wall in blood. It says, I. Human bones. It looks like the person was crushed to death. Door. Let's go. I clearly have the master key. Opened the door and went inside. What are we going to find here? What horrors await? Oh, a dead person. It's the operating room in the southern section. But on this table it's a corpse with a severed head. No surprise. A headless corpse is lying there. There's two, actually. A headless corpse is lying on the top of the operating table. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Yeah, let's try it on every corpse we find. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly. Oof. The world suddenly distorts. Oh my god. A horrific scene appears before my eyes. This is the one on the operating table? Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. I must be seeing the past. Oh my god. The sound triggers a change in views. Men in a lab coat, holding surgical tools, but they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in the nightmare of the past. I can hear the men whispering from my left side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. Then something else interrupts. You. This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon. The voice on my right cuts off, and I can hear the men in lab coats again. Oh. Alright. Hey, woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? This is for you, so we'll let you decide. None. Yeah, let's go with the chisel, because that sounds like the right answer. Good answer, you're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely. Oof. Shut up. You're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. Ow. What? Be patient. We finally found a clue. Not yet. Wait. Now, give you power. The whisper from my right falls silent. Yeah, I never dreamed breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey, pig, do you understand? Do you know the correct combination of head and body for the heavenly Buddha? Wasn't it female head, male body? Precisely, and that's why we need your head. Gladly offer it up for the sake of our beloved country. This is really freaking messed up. Ugh. This poor woman. The problem is the soul freshness. Regardless of refrigeration, it's all up to the quality of the cut. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. The voices on the left cut out. What is going on with her arm? A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Hate, hate, hate. Hate this whole world. Tear it to pieces. The power to do that. I'll give it all to you, in the place where you hear me now. Hate them. Destroy them. Understand? Cool, I'm glad I don't get a choice. Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying. I have never understood anything better than this, apparently. Good. Destroy them. When I return to my senses, I'm standing beside the operating table. I don't know if I wanted to survive. That was horrific. Just then something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. Got a small key. What I just saw, no more importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that? You don't look so good. Did you see something weird again? Nah, actually, let me tell you. I explained to Hiru what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whatever that voice belonged to. Whoever. Oops. Who cares about that? Erasing the mark is more important right now. I feel like understanding the history is a little bit more important. Hiru's right. This isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. Let's keep looking. That small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. I turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Hiru, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. Oh, that poor woman. A headless corpse. Going by what remains of its clothing, it was likely a woman. It's a rusted filing cabinet. I open the door using the small key. Inside is an old gun and some research records. Suddenly, berserk, severe damage, such a chanting, complete insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Half spiritualized, like disposal vat, need sacred object, attack. Destroy human head, the heart of all this. Need to destroy human head. That's all it says. Got gun with blanks and research records 3. I have so many guns. So many guns. It's missing not only its head, but also all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this? Yikes. Like, I don't know if things this horrible have actually happened in reality, but I wouldn't put it beyond what we do. This reminds me of the, don't open dead inside. Don't dead open inside? I don't know. It's that funny zombie thing. It's just all the handprints. Hung closer, it's countless handprints. But the keyhole was perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. I opened the door with the underground shelter key. Man, at least there is some light of hope in this mess. Inside the room are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. And some their hands. It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donations. It feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse or the source of the spirit is. I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Good. Does that mean I should already know? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's missing its head. It's a statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. It's a statue that seems to be a divine general. Its head has been severed. All of the heads have been severed. I'm really not shocked. It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. Alright. We'll get to the iron box. It's devoid of anything that looks like a keyhole, but the box won't open. Do I have anything to, like, destroy this open with? Yeah, let's check the sword. Alright. Nothing I can think of to use that, so we're not going to use it. Do I need to, like, get the Buddha heads and bring them all over here? Because it kind of seems like what I need to do. I just, I feel like that could be the case. Yeah, I'm gonna try and see what I can do. Gosh dang it, cat! So, my cat managed to start my recording again. All of this has to be cut out. So, mental note to do this. Hopefully I'll remember. There's quite a bit of editing I have to do. Alright, so I went back to see if the heads would work, and it wouldn't let me take any more. So, the human head was the only one I could actually do anything with. And this is very quiet. Yeah, so we're just gonna move forward and see what we can do. For some reason, we've looped back to that other road. Oh, okay. Huh. Like, I don't know if there's any point in going up, but we made it to the other road that we came in, the one with all the holes in it. So, okay. Yeah, alright. We'll just go back in and see what we can find. Huh. There's gotta be something about that box that we can get into, but I gotta figure it out, and I gotta get this cat to stop being a pain in my butt. Because he's cute, but he's annoying. And I don't want to have to put him in his little carry-on. But it'll be fine. He can sit here. He'll be an audience member. He's this channel's mascot. Ow. As if you can see why. He's very, very violent. Quite obnoxious. Very frequently annoying. But, I love him. As we do with all of our children. Because that's essentially what he is a child. I guess. Hey, what are you doing, Baba? Okay, so we're gonna go back inside and see what else we can do about this case to get it open. Because I think this is the only thing we haven't done down here, It's cut out the thin layer of dust and it seems to be in decent enough shape. And it's void of anything that looks like a keyhole, but the box won't open. Let's try the short sword. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's try the bells. We're gonna try everything we can think of. Except for that. That doesn't work. Can we shoot it open? I suppose not. And the small key doesn't work because there's no keyhole. Gun with blanks. Yeah, alright. It's not looking like I have anything. Let me go back and see if I missed anything. So apparently I just needed to look at every statue, like I had been doing and then foolishly stopped. So, yeah, I'm such a genius. Because now I can get in the box. Sheets of white paper inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? Hiru peers into the box beside me. So, was something in there? It's gotta have been the cannon soldier. My voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit? There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. What? What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand? What is in my hand? Hiru's right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this, something that doesn't belong here. Well, what is it? A box sealed by talismans has enshrined a...
That was
pillow.
Taylor Swift, right?
No. Alexa, off. Sorry. New Western-style cushion. Hiru sighs, disappointed. Guess we're out of luck. No way this thing gave birth to a spirit. Okay, I wouldn't put it off the table yet. But the state of this room and the voices. Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. New info was added. Fun. Then the thing we're searching for, where the hell did it go? Well, I mean, it was walking around. Did you think it would just come back and sleep? It is then that the now familiar pain flares up. Mere minutes. It just immediately died. Crimson. Death is only a few minutes away. What's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... the spirit is here. Well, here we go. Guess it's time not to die. Time to try not to die, anyway. Jesus. What the hell? Oh, no. That is... very monstrous. A low sutra chant hums, trouble in the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. It may be because of that. Okay, it's gotta do some good, right? That's not what I wanted. Sure. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. It turns the gun towards my head and fires. What? The blink explodes. My consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears, and it's preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Hiru's clutching her head like they can't hear anything either. Oh, the numbness has faded. We're not supposed to hear. Cannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. Ishiki was injured. Hiru was injured. Shoot sword blade. I just can't get over how it says shoot it. Like, I don't know why you want me to try and shoot a short sword. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Okay, so let's try various combinations. The spirit fades, become intangible, and is wounded by the bells. The spirit turns solid again. Cannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. Hiru was injured. I was injured. Oh, you are getting so close. This seems like a good distance to yeet the short sword. I don't like that it says shoot. It's really just hurling. Heck yeah, wound this thing. Oh, stop yelling. It hurts my ears. Oof. Oh, hi. You have a lovely smile. I just really love your smile, you know? It's so friendly and it just really lights up your whole face. Spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach behind me. A voice yells comically, and whoever it is puts their hand on my back, but I can't take my eyes off of the spirit before me. Banshee, is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with the grip stained in blood. This is... I found it in that room in the mansion. Is that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for. The object gave birth to the spirit. So it was kept in Cujo Mansion. Thanks. I'm going to use it. I grabbed the chisel and faced the spirit. Okay. Large chisel. You can hold the bells. Sure. Jab the chisel that's right here. Stares at me dispassionately. Bye. Finally it smiles and disappears. Is it it? Are we done? The marks? My soul? The statue stops moving and collapses. It's stopped, right? Seems so. I don't got the mark anymore, so there's no doubt about it. Ah! It's kind of the only one still cursed. But if that was supposed to be the source of the curses... Lovely. I'm thinking this whole thing is all my fault, and then this is, like, atoning for cursing everybody, I guess. Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us. Thanks for saving us, but you know that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted. Yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind. Tell us, old man, what happened in the mansion? I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by our room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things. He must mean that room I found. I was kind of out of it because of the mark at that point, but I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with the dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power. But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seemed sure to be effective against the cannon soldier. I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said, to bring the chisel to you. And that's when it hit me. It was what I'd been looking for. Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit. Exactly that. So I hipped it over to give it to you. When I looked through that room before, Hisoka said that the Kuja family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statue that became the cannon soldier. I don't know what that voice that was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that's guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while. Yeah, all I've heard is my own voice. And that's what happened. So we heading back to the mansion then, Yoshiki? For once, I'm hungry. Or for one, I'm hungry. I'm like, for once? That's not true. But I bet Damon's worried too. I left without saying a word after all. Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. I glanced at the statue fall onto the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Cat, sorry. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to tell anyone about this place. Hey now, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around here. That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining. Much obliged. Yeah, all he wants is food. We return to the concrete passageway. I mean, all most of us want is food. Food is good. Might be imagining it, but feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. And... Alright, we climb up out of the manhole and no, south alley. Damon runs up to us, drenched in sweat. He looks even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have run. Ooh, I found you. Hey, old man, why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark is gone now, too. What in the world happened? I had something to give you, Shiki. Isn't that right, Hiru? I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow, but it seems he really helped you out. Well then, we must do my investigation another day. Are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Yoshiki still has his, though. This always happens. I'm used to it. But now I might not be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from 8th Shrine are. I'm lost, but I'm glad for you. It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure the rest out by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, it's Asaya Kujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Oh, those sweet, sweet chem smells. Good to hear your research is exciting, but don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Miss Zhu. Like I do that? It's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. Yoshiki, whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help out. Until then, see you. On my own again. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home, please. Hey, Yoshiki. One day I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter, for the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like it if you'd help with it. See you around. No problem, my dude. Guess I'll go too. You're not returning to the shelter, are you? I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty of other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle. So you're still planning on going back. I'm not sure I'd call that a smart move. Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Yoshiki. Bring more food next time, yeah? Dang, they all leave. The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next. It's always just me now that Mary's gone. What the? I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road, staring intently at me. What's wrong? I remember now. His eyes are as wide as saucers. I've recognized the mark, but I've met you before. What? What do you mean? Well, let me think. He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him. Yes. We first met 5 years ago, and then again 10 days ago. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Kujo Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know. Who in the world am I? I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it. Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please. He looks terrified. Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask. What should I ask about? You showed up at the shelter. Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha Project. Gave me food. Actually, you were more focused on the Kujo family than the Cannon Soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. He really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family. Which means they're all in the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. Next is literally 10 days ago. I just seen the Cannon Soldier, and you can bet I booked it out of the manhole. I ran into you on the street, had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way. You'd mentioned you'd been overseas. You'd only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It had slipped my mind until just now. By that time, was my right arm... Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words. The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. By the by, I've got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is of much nobler character than regular folks. That's why I led a detached life, away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand? No, you lost me. I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs. You forgot them at the restaurant. Oh, let me see them. Man, this guy's so nice. I grab them both and rush open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it? Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It's probably in there. Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Sayakujo, spirit healer. Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff. Sayakujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kujo Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. Are you kidding? Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hiru about the cannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move. But it did actually move. That's what I thought too. And then you said something strange. Oh no. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. Her? That's not all. You said she gave you the mark, that she loved watching you lose your memories and feared death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her. I'm just getting more and more confused. My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man, who's she? Did I tell you? I wanted to know too, so I asked, but you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember. Was that because of the mark? Oh, man. This is all so confusing. Well, that's about all I can tell you. We should get going soon. Go? Where? I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit. There's no point arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. Oh my gosh. Everything is just getting so much more convoluted. And here I was thinking we were close to the end. Clearly I lied to both you and me. Yeah, but we're going to call it here. This went a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So, yeah, as always, thank you for watching. I will hopefully be finishing this series soon. I'm still really loving this game, even though it occasionally is a bit of a headache with things it assumes I should know that I don't know. But yeah, it's still fun. So, if you liked it, feel free to like the video, comment, subscribe, tell us what we're doing right, tell us what we're doing wrong, and you better be checking out Sweet Dreams' videos because they are incredible. And as always, see you in the next one. Bye!